Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily tie a hook onto your main line. This is the first sort of knot that I learnt when I started fishing when I was a kid. So I've got a barbless hook here and some 15-pound line. Thicker line is just better for the video. So what you do is you start off by putting the line through the eye, like so, and get a nice generous tag end on here to work with. So I've got a nice bit here. There's my main line. So now pinch the bottom where the eye of the hook is and the two lines, just so that nothing unravels, okay? And then start taking this tag end and working it around like so. And I do this 6 times. 6. So when you've got 6, hold it steady. 6 turns. Then wet it with your spit. Make sure it's all nice and wet because you don't want the friction to damage the line. Once it's wet, get your tag end here and put it back through the original loop at the bottom near the eye of the hook. Just trying to show that on camera. That goes through there. And then you can slowly start to work it. So I wet it again now. Right, so you can see, here we go. I've got it with my one hand, the tag end is held in place, and then I can just gently start to pull down on this knot. And as I pull, I just take my thumb and finger over the top to ease it down over the line. And it will form some nice loops. Now with quite thick line, you don't need to worry too much about this tag end slipping. So once that's done, I can just cut the tag end off, and I won't cut it right down to the knot, just leave a little bit on, no problem. But you can use your thumb here and just cinch it down tight, okay? And then you can always use your knot tester just to pull to check that this is all nice and tight. But there you have the hook tied. So I've got 6 turns in there, nice and strong. And I've used this. They can fail if you get snagged and you really pull hard, but all in all, they tend to work just fine. I would just say that do not cut the tag end right down to the bottom. There's no need to do that. Some people say that it can scare off a fish, but I don't think so. In my experience, it makes no difference. So there you have a nice simple hook tied. If you want to go fishing, put it through the eye, wrap it round 6 times, back through the bottom loop that you've formed by all those turns, just by the eye of the hook. Pull tight, just pull gently and work it down with your thumb, because it will pull down onto the line and you'll have a nice solid hook hold. I can just take my disgorger here and just put it over and just test the strength of this knot, and there's no problem. And then if it does come apart slightly, then you can just cinch it down a little bit more and it will just keep tightening on itself. So thumb and finger, just pull it down a little bit more to prevent any slip. And that is the most simple hook tie that I know. So now I want to take you through the improved version of this clinch knot. Again, we put the line through the eye of the hook, and this time I'm just going to go round 5 times because it gives a little bit more space to pull the knot tight. That's just how I do it. You could go 6. So now we can push the tag end through that original loop just like we did before. So now at this point we're at the same point that we was with the first knot, but now instead of pulling everything tight, we push this tag end back through the big loop that you've just created. Now we can wet it and just start to cinch the knot down, just being very careful not to cause any tangles. So no need to rush this. Try to keep both ends, the main line and the tag end, tight and just work it down and keep wetting it. And we can just work that knot down. And then cut off the tag end. And there we have the improved clinch knot. So this just adds a little bit of extra grip so that the tag end can never slip. On the original knot there is a chance for a slip, but in my experience it doesn't really happen. But if you're fishing in very weedy or snaggy areas and you might bash the knot against things, it could come loose. So with this extra part, it really makes sure that it's not going to come away. And again, you can just check it with your knot puller, making sure it's nice and tight. And that is it. So if you found this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more fishing related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.